We're kicking off a brand new chapter of the podcast with a special 21-day series called From Purpose to Impact. I'm celebrating by giving back to listeners who are ready to take the next step. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of how to move forward in your online business, I want to hear from you. Simply go to youronlinebusinessmentor.com and tell me what's been holding you back. Or ask a question you'd love for me to answer on the show, and you'll be entered in a special listener giveaway for access to programs designed to support you in your journey. I can't wait to help you get unstuck and moving forward. If you have an online business, I can 100% guarantee that at some point or at many points in your business, you have felt overwhelmed. Overwhelm is one of the most common realities of entrepreneurship, and it's something I've experienced many times over the last 6 years of building my own business. So where does overwhelm stem from? For me, it's often because I'm trying to do too many things at once. Throughout various seasons of my business, I've had times where I wanted to do everything, and be everywhere, right? You've probably felt this. I need to be on all the platforms, working towards multiple goals, trying to grow, launch, create, and fix everything all at the same time. And every time I've done that, I just feel so stuck, scattered, and exhausted. But here's what I've learned. Overwhelm usually isn't about lack of time. It's about lack of focus. For a long time, I thought the solution to overwhelm was simply better time management. Get a better planner, get a better system, or learn better productivity hacks. But none of these things helped until I started asking a different question. What is the one thing that would make the biggest difference right now? Not 5 things, not 10 things, one. And this shift changed everything. Here's how I think about it now. Just like a fire needs 3 elements to spark and grow, fuel, oxygen, and heat, your business needs 3 core things to create momentum. For most of us, it's very difficult to focus on all 3 at the same time. So I'm going to break down the 3 things, and then I want you to ask yourself, which is the biggest need you have right now? The first element is fuel, and the fuel in your business is your offer. Everything in your business comes back to your offer. What exactly are you trying to sell? Who are you trying to help? And how clearly are you guiding people to that offer? Your messaging matters here, and clarity matters here, because without an offer, you don't make money. And if you don't make money, you don't have a business. You have a hobby, and hobbies cost money. Now, this doesn't mean that income is the only thing that matters, but it does matter enough to be honest about it, because again, without an offer, we can't build a business. The second element is oxygen, and oxygen is how you generate leads. Leads are your lifeline. It's how we bring new people into our world. So where are you showing up? What are you doing to get yourself in front of the right audience? How are people finding you? Without oxygen, the fire can't grow and you won't build momentum in your business. But trying to create offers and generate leads and overhaul everything at the same time usually leads straight back to that feeling of overwhelm. The third element is heat, and heat is your marketing strategy. This is about consistency. What content are you creating? Are you creating the right content? Where are you showing up regularly? And how are you guiding people to their next step? Heat builds trust, and heat builds momentum. But again, this is not something you usually overhaul all at once. Here's the mistake I know I've made, and I see entrepreneurs make it all the time. They try to fix everything at the same time. Their offer, how they're generating leads, their marketing, their systems, their tech, their content. And when everything feels important, nothing actually moves forward. So what's worked for me is learning how to focus on one main priority at a time. Not forever, but just for right now. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself. What is the biggest need in your business right now? Is it clarity on what you're selling? Is it how to get new people into your world? or is it showing up more consistently with your message? Once you identify that one focus, then you break it down. What does that focus require? What are the steps involved? And then you break it down even farther. What's the first step, the second step, the third step? Remember, you don't need to see the whole plan. You just need to take the next right step. I also want to mention this. Doing this process in isolation, all on your own, is hard. Isolation keeps you stuck in overwhelm longer than almost anything else because until a decision is made, nothing moves forward. And that's why having the right mentors, the right community, and the right support matters so much. It's not because you're incapable, but because having someone help you see clearly and helping you decide quickly changes everything. It gives you that validation so you move faster. So if you're feeling overwhelmed today, here's what I want you to remember. Overwhelm doesn't mean you're failing. It simply means you care. But clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from choosing what matters the most right now and giving it your full attention. That's how momentum starts. And that's how purpose turns into impact. If you're feeling overwhelmed, unsure of what to focus on, or stuck trying to do everything at once, I'd love to hear from you. You can submit your question for the podcast anytime at youronlinebusinessmentor.com. Many of the episodes are inspired by listener questions, and when you submit one, you'll also be entered into our listener giveaway for access to programs designed to support you in your journey. Remember, clarity and impact come from action.